All right. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. Now look, this video was sent to me this morning by the homie Mr. Negative TV. Salute Negative TV. That fool be sending me videos and things to look at. And I'm telling you, he's one of the chosen ones, bro. Mr. Negative TV got in with me a long time ago. I don't know, maybe like 2023. And he's been tapped in ever since, bro. He's been here for a gang of podcasts, a gang of big ones. He pulls up all the time. He's always trying to make things happen. He's always trying to, better the brand, bringing ideas to the table. And I respect that, bro. I rock with that because he's not just trying to get some clout or whatever it may be, bro. And he's been loyal as hell, bro. So, when we get some money, he gonna get some money. We all gonna get some money, bro. Meanwhile, we all trying to make it, right? So salute to Mr. Negative TV. But the video he sent me was the Goon almost blasting someone in the leg on a podcast. We know he's talking about Funny Bunny, and I guess my name was mentioned in this video. And I haven't seen it, bro. I haven't seen it. I don't know what he's talking about, the Goon. I rock with Problem, bro. We did have a little, I don't know, what would you call it? A little miscommunication like a month ago or maybe a few weeks ago. But I will tell you that I rock with Problem. I remember the first time we were going to do an interview, everybody was telling me not to bring him, that I was going to regret it. And no, I still brought him on because I've told you guys before, when I see homies being blackballed, it makes me like them more, bro, because I'm blackballed. So it's like, let's do this together, bro. Like, you blackballed, we got to stand together. If that makes any kind of sense, but I don't like that, bro. I don't like when dudes are trying to do that to other homies. I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and I always like to look at things like this. Look, you maybe had a problem or with a certain individual. Don't mean that I'm going to have that problem. I don't know what you guys were going through. Don't mean that I'm going to be going through some. I want to give everybody the same opportunity. And if they do me wrong, then it's done forever. You know what I mean? But to this point, been a solid dude. And I don't got nothing bad to say about the homie, bro. It is what it is. So with that being said, before we press play on the video, today is Saturday. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Salute to all the mothers. Happy early Mother's Day. I will be live tonight in a few hours, probably like 8:30, maybe 9, playing music. So pull up. And tomorrow, I do have a podcast with Funny Bunny, GMZ, Opina. I think Serio 2 times will be here. And a few of the homies, because it is Mother's Day. So everybody pull up tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. We will be live for the Hater World podcast. Not the 200 boys, the Hater World podcast. I got to rebrand everything, so we coming. All right, with that being said, let's get into the video, bro. Let's see what's going on with the Goon. Let's see what he said about me. Let's see if he, said some shit about me or kept it 1,000. And to say this before we press play, even if he did say something about me, it wouldn't change my mind on how I feel about him or about anybody. Like, how I feel is how I feel. Like I understand everybody got their opinions and their feelings, and they could feel like that. Like, it ain't gonna change my mind. Like, I'll put it to you like this: if someone, if I fuck with someone and then they do me dirty, I'll be disappointed. I'll be like, damn, that's fucked up. But I won't be like, fuck him, he's a bitch and blah blah blah, because I don't feel that way. I'll be disappointed, like, damn, he did me dirty, fool. Fuck it. It is what it is. Time to move on. But it won't change my mind and be like, oh, he's fake or he's a buster. And there's a lot of people that do that, bro. There's a lot of people that once you fall out with them for whatever reasons, or you guys go your separate ways, they start to smut you up and lie about you. I don't do that type of shit, bro. I don't do that type of shit. All right, so let's go ahead and press play and let's see what's going on with the Goon. Let's get it.
But all those songs I wrote in jail, like when I was in the hole for like 9 months straight because I kept going at it with the hoodas and shit. And that's how I got my big ass scar on my back. We can't see really no more because I got the hood tatted, but that's how I got my big ass burn mark, because they threw a bomb and I jumped on top of it And that's when I was writing music because I was like stuck in the
bomb
hole.
or some shit?
Nah, it was the honeybee, the hornet's nest where it blows up and it throws a gang of like bees and shit. Yeah, I jumped on top of it with my back and it blew up on my back and they started me up and shit.
You meant to jump on top of it or what?
Well, yeah, because I don't want it to blow up in my face. So that shit was too close. Because I remember they just brought the big ass black tube. They launched it through the tray slot. I'm like, what the is that? And then the Huda looked at me, smiled, dropped it in. That shit went. It went think. I said, oh. And boom, I jumped on top of it. It blew up on my back. And I remember the sergeant that was right there. I forgot his bitch ass name. But when I would go to Adelanto court, I would go to Victorville court and come back to Adelanto. And they would have my shit hanging by where the Hudas put their guns and shit. They're like, oh, you're our new mascot when we blew up the bomb on your back. And it was my SBSD shirt and shit with a big ass burnt hole on.
But why did they do this to you?
Because I told them I was, okay, so some shit happened where these two youngsters, they were like 18, 19 years old fighting cases, and they got dragged in to the ad sig right there. So ad sig is really not for the hole. Ad sig is like when you're like high power and like they got to keep you in the hole like type shit by yourself, you know?
Administrative segregation.
Yeah, so there's only 4 cells back there, so it's everybody's back there. Like they keep up, they're taking a flight on the Hudas type shit. They got to be watched. So that's where I was at. But sometimes the Hudas would bring like fools from the lower units and they'll bring them back there to scare them. So they brought these 2 little youngsters and they're arguing with each other through the glass, you know, calling each other a bitch. So I'm like listening like, damn, these youngsters better be ready to take flight on this food because they already calling each other a bitch. Like, you can't just be back down now. So I remember the Huda comes to my cell. I was like, hey, what's up? Talk to your little homies. Tell them how the goes back down here. I was like, let me out. I'll talk to him. So they popped me on my cell and I was like, hey, you guys know what the you did, right? They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you guys just like talking shit to each other, calling each other bitches, bro. Like, tomorrow, like, don't trip. I'm gonna handle it with you, but we're gonna pop out the cells. And he's like, how we gonna do that? I was like, don't trip. Tomorrow, come out. Make sure you press the button early in the morning and make sure you come out first. So that's what he did. He came out, popped out. They both came out, and I was like, hey, look, chill for a little bit. Do whatever you gotta do. Press the button in like 20 minutes. Tell the lady in the bubble that you're gonna lock it down. So that's what they did. They went in. One of them was hiding under the, because right there where the camera was at, there's a phone, but we can't use it because we're in the hole, but it's just there, and it's the desk. So if you hide and crouch under the desk, the camera can't see you. So he was already in the cell, and he pressed the button. You could hear the lady, Miss G. She was like, hey, you're both in the cell? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, well, is your celly there? And he changed his voice, like, yeah. And they closed it, and right away, and right away what I did, I was like, I already knew what to do. I pressed the button. I was like, hey, miss, I need to take a shower. I just worked out. She's like, let them do the walk first. Because obviously they got to do the walk to see, make sure nobody's. I was like, come on, miss, you and me have a good rapport. You know, I ain't going to do no bullshit with you. Like, I just need to come out and take a shower. Like, I just been working out. Come on. They already both locked in. She's like, all right. So she popped the cell. I came out. And fucking sure enough, I tell this fool, come out. I was like, she's going to see it on the camera. She's going to shit herself because we're not supposed to be because we're different levels. So we're not supposed to be in the same.
So basically, you could see Adam, bro. He's all entertained. You know, the white man that ain't never been through nothing, he's entertained. And I don't blame him, bro. I'm fucking entertained. Problem ain't never told me this story. And I told that fool up here too, like, hey, fool, tell us some entertaining ass shit. Basically, he was the OG up there, bro. He was the one with more status. You know, he probably been to prison at this point a gang of times. You know, he up back there in high power, probably on some big charges. And those youngsters are probably put back there because they got in a fight in their fucking regular dorm, fucking some regular dorm living type shit. You know what I mean? And him being the older head, he gonna take care of this issue. You know, hey, listen, I'm telling you guys, for those that don't know, Problem really a big dog, homie. Like compared to a lot of these rappers that tell you this facade in their music, like they talk about guns and killing people. Problem really with the business, bro. Like, if you guys don't know, you guys need to do a little background check on that motherfucker, bro. What'd he say on that one song, Black Box Unit 5? Man, that's the worst, dog. That's West Valley. They play, I don't know if they do it anywhere else, but they'll put a black box on you where you can't move, bro. And usually when you're on the bus going to court and you see them dudes with the black box like that, you know them dudes are like the troublemakers, dog. Like the ones that are like in there for some serious heavy duty shit, bro. You know, like they're no joke, bro. Uncomfortable as fuck, bro.
Same living space type shit, you know? So right away, she's like, lock it down, lock it down, lock it down. And this fool's like, I tell this fool, go in front of your cell. I'm act like I'm in the shower. And so I was standing in the shower. She could see the camera in the shower, but the only thing that's covering is my private parts type shit. So she could see I'm in the shower. I'm like, just stand in front of your cell for the door's gonna open. She's gonna want you to go back in. So sure enough, he stands in front. He waves the camera. They open it, and I jump out the shower and I get my shower shoe and I stuff it in the shit in the door. And boom, I tell these fools, like, boom, I break a mop stick and I toss it to these fools, boom. I was like, we're gonna get on with the hoot house right now. They're gonna come in. And they're like, what? What do you mean? Like,
get down with
like,
the
yeah, I was like, oh, so what you mean, fool? Like, you called that fool a bitch. He called you a bitch. We ain't doing all that shit, fool. We gonna get it cracking with the hoot house. Like, we don't play that. That's that cell soldier shit, you know? And they're like, nah, fool. Like, I'm like, fool, aren't you fighting carjacking? You fighting some other shit. Like, you gonna be in here regardless. This is gonna be like a little 2-3 years on you. Like, what you
yeah,
tripping
they're not
on?
gonna come in with like riot.
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I broke the mop stick. I'm like, fool, they gonna come here with riot shields. We gonna have to get ours in, you know? As long as we stay in the camera's view, we good. Well, if we get stuck in the cell, that's when they're really gonna you up, because the camera is the hood out holding it, and he's gonna be way in the back. And while you're getting punched on, they can't see shit but a bunch of fools in turtle suits beating the shit out of you. Like,
Right.
So that's the part. That's how it happened though too. That's how that whole shit happened, was because these dumbass kids. It was a up ass situation, but these fools shot me with it was a shotgun.
Fucking this fool, bro. This fool's fucking wicked, fool. This fool is wicked, bro. Those kids thought they were gonna fight each other, and this fool straight said, now you guys wanna act like you guys are tough? Let's go do life. Let's go do life, bro. Let's go get caught up, bro. Hey, bro, listen, you know, my homeboy Güero, that fool is like a prison dude, bro. He's back in prison right now. Like, that fucking guy is all prison, bro, right? He might as well not even be from the hood no more. That motherfucker's from the hood in prison, whatever fucking hood that is, right? That fool goes, all you need to do is go to prison and meet the wrong one, and I'm the wrong one. I'm the one that's gonna fuck you over in there. I'm gonna break you off. I'm gonna make you do shit you don't wanna do. And if you don't do it, it's gonna be bad for you. That's this guy, bro. Like, everything's cool, and all of a sudden this fool's like, now we're gonna go stab the cop in the face. And you can't say no. Because then this fool gonna push an issue to somebody else. Before you know it, bro, you're fucked. That's why they say, go to jail, do your shit, fool, mind your business, and you'll be straight. When you go in there trying to be tough, there's always a tougher guy, bro. There's always a tougher guy. Fucking problem, bro. This fucking guy is wicked, homie.
They had a shotgun. It's like a beanbag shit. They shot me in my leg. So when they hit me, I fell, and I told them, pass me the mattress. So I passed me the mattress. They started shooting the tear gas. So they're shooting the tear gas, and I'm like not coming out, because I'm like, these fools need to come inside so I could take flight on them. Because if I go in my cell, all they're going to do is try to get in the cell, and they're going to f us up. So as long as I'm in the camera view, I'm good out here. As long as I got to stay out here, they're going to keep doing shit. So what I did is I got the hair clippers. I broke the window, which why f up is when I picked up, so I got the scar. I picked up the nail clippers again, and I launched them, and it sliced my arm. Ooh. So it became like a medical emergency. So they had to come in, but these dumbass kids couldn't handle the tear gas, so they ran in the cell. So I run into the cell, but I'm in the vent because the vent's blowing clear air. So all we got to do is take turns breathing in the clear air, because the vent's blowing at you. The older homie told me that when they would tear gas us and shit.
Things I would never think of.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So
this fucking guy, bro. Hey, listen. A lot of people, bro, got some fucking fake ass stories, bro. Fake ass fucking stories. Like, a lot of these rappers, bro, be telling you stories that ain't even fucking true, that they heard somewhere, they read somewhere. You know, but this is the reason why it's hard for the real ones to blow up, fool, because the real ones, bro, it's like, how can I say it, bro? They're too seasoned, bro. Like, they don't, you can't like manipulate them to do shit you want to do. And in the music industry, bro, like, whoever got hierarchy, right? Whoever's on top always wants to control you, bro. Like, nah, you got to do this, or you got to say this, or you got to move this way, or you got to conduct yourself like this. And the real one isn't going to go for that, bro. The real one's going to be like, fuck you, bro. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And that's why real ones like that don't ever make it in the music or in the entertainment, bro. Because the busters, the fakes, those get manipulated. Hey, bro, act like this. Do this. I need you to. And, oh, yes, master. Yes, master. That's why it's so hard, for any real ones to really, like, make it.
With the tear gas, you go to the vent's blowing clear, so you just breathe that in, and then you just take turns with your celly, like so, because they got to do the phantom on you. They have to do 3,000s before they run in the cell. So as long as you guys take each other's breath, you're gonna be able to get out with the cops.
I feel like Problem to Goon would be incredible on like apocalypse survival team.
For sure.
Right?
We need to get him on Mr. Beast show.
He might win.
For
What's
real.
that?
He's interested, bro. Look at Prom. He's interested. Hell yeah. Promo.
He's like a YouTuber who does all these like crazy competition things.
Oh,
He spends millions.
Okay, I have to bring this up in the final 20 minutes of this podcast, but
what are you
bro,
gonna bring up, bro?
I watched a clip of you and a guy, a character, who I think his name was Funny Bunny. And he starts like arguing with the dude, and before you know it, Funny Bunny's got a blick to his kneecap, and it really seems for a second like he's about to let it go, and he doesn't. Fair call on that one. But I mean, it was like one of the most intense moments I ever seen on a podcast. Like, I don't know how much you want to say about that, but like, what got you there?
I don't know. I mean, he's feeding me. He's cool. He just I don't tolerate shit when you're like trying to fake the funk and try to act like somebody or not. That's just not feeding me. But he's cool, bro. He's feeding me. Like, he's cool. Yeah, it was probably.
So that wasn't real.
Yeah, it was.
Because I was watching some other, like a clip of him explaining it, and he's saying he don't carry guns. He seemed like he wasn't really on some like super gangster shit. So I was like, kind of feeling bad for him.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, nah, it was all.
I'm sure the shit I don't know, but
Yeah, it's all. We cool, bro. That's the homie. Like, ain't nothing wrong with him. He's cool. He's feeding me.
Okay.
I like that, bro. I like how he didn't throw him under the bus or like disrespect him or something like that. And what he meant by that is because Funny Bunny, remember he said some shit like he was in their high power and this and that and whoop-de-woo. That's why this fool was like, I don't like when people fake it, bro. And it's factual, bro. When you're a master at something or you've literally, done something to the fullest extent of it, whether it's learning how to be a fucking mechanic and you got somebody lying about mechanic work, it pisses you off. Like, bro, I really spent time trying to learn this and you lying, fool. Or in problems defense, it's like, bro, I really was in riots in high power with the black box and fighting for the homies, and you over here lying about going to jail. Like, I feel offended. So, I mean, that's great, bro. It's like holding people accountable. Like, don't lie. But Funny Bunny, to his defense, he did say that he was misunderstood by what Problem said.
That's good to know.
Firme indicates that he's actually not just.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the other shit, whatever the other shit they talking about. I don't know about that. I mean, I can't speak on that. But he's, as a person, me and him, he's cool. Like, he's feeding me. But like the other shit they talking about, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know nothing about that.
You got a real good relationship with Hater World. People might not know that's like.
Nah, but see, Hater World don't even no more.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know if he me or not, but like, he don't even follow me or nothing like that. Yeah, he unfollowed me or some shit.
Damn, Blue Devil.
I wonder why.
I don't know why he did that. I was like tripping out on that, but I don't know.
I was looking at you thinking that you were like kind of like he's building up his little network of different hosts and stuff, and then you guys seemed like you had a good rapport.
You could have been like a little.
No, yeah, I was cool with him.
AD.
Yeah.
I was cool. I was feeding with him. Like, we was cool, but I don't know what happened. They just randomly, like, I don't know.
You fuck with Droops and Opina and all that?
Oh, yeah, Droops. Yeah, Droops is cool.
Droops hella cool.
Opina's all right. Yeah, he's all right.
You don't think he chose Funny Bunny over you?
Get the fuck out of here.
Maybe I had to make a choice.
This guy is
Funny Bunny is a very funny name, needless to say.
That's hilarious. I tripped out on name. That shit was crazy that day, but yeah.
Did you ever see the whole like confrontation between him and Whack 100 and all that, and like the
who? Funny Bunny?
No.
Moose.
Blue Devil.
Oh, Blue Devil.
Oh yeah, I was seeing that. Yeah, I remember I was seeing that, but I don't know.
I was just like, that whole thing threw me off because that's when I was like, oh, I didn't even know Blue Devil's from East Los like that. I thought he was from the 909, but he's a East Los dude. You feel me? So yeah. Shouts to Blue Devil though.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that about? East Los 909, bro. What the fuck? Bro, I don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro. You know, I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Listen, Problem's my ninja, bro. He's my homeboy. He's my homie. Uh, that unfollowing shit or whatever the follow shit he was talking about. Uh, I don't know, bro. I talked to him like a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, I was like, hey, fool, you in Hollywood on me or what? You haven't hit me up. And that fool was like, fool, don't play games, fool. You blocked me or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Where and when? And then he told me, and I went to go look, and I did unfollow him, bro. But I don't know how. Like, I don't know how it happened. I didn't unfollow him, bro. Like, I don't go into like my shit and like go unfollow. That's like some little bitch ass shit to do, you know, like little hyena shit. Like, I'm gonna unfollow, you know. There's only one person that I blocked that's in this media space, and it was the snake. If you guys know who that is, you know who that is. But nah, bro, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I told that fool, Dick, you think I'm gonna fucking go and unfollow you, fool? That's some faggot ass shit to do, bro. You know, so I really don't know. We tapped in, we chopped it up and let it go or whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, I didn't unfollow him. I didn't do none of that weird shit. If I don't fuck with somebody, fool, I'll let you know. Like, I will clearly let you know, like, hey, fool, I don't fuck with you, whatever it may be. You know, do your shit, fool. I'm gonna do my shit. We straight. So nah, I'll fuck with Problem. As a matter of fact, I'm always looking out for Problem. Like, you know, we playing his shit all the time. We're always fucking, saying his name to keep it alive. Stupid shit. Bringing them on the pod. Running little plays, whatever we can. So hopefully we'll have him back on soon. But it seemed like Lush was trying to push a narrative. It seemed like Lush was trying to push a narrative, bro. Crazy, Lush. Whack. What the fuck? Whack. Yeah, bro. And me and Prom couldn't beef anyways, bro. Like, we got too many mutual people in the middle, bro. It'd be just a phone call, but it's not even there, bro. There's nothing there. Like, I don't know why he would say I unfollowed him. I got 3 accounts, 3 Instagram accounts. Maybe, I don't know, bro. Instagram does weird shit. Sometimes I'll look that I was following somebody. And I'm like, when the fuck did I follow this fucking person? Like some regular page and shit. So who knows? Salute to the homie, bro. He doing his shit. He popping. We're gonna have him back up here pretty soon. With that being said, I'm disappointed in Lush. Did some weird shit. Bringing up old shit. East LA, 909. The fuck is you talking about? Listen, salute to everybody, bro. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see Prom up here soon. All right. With that being said, until next time, we out.